So I want to talk to you a little bit about the brand that, of course, that I've built and my team have been building, because while I've been given master classes and teaching about whiskey and whiskey as an investment and what to do, I've been in that business for a very long time, and I've built my brand purposefully to be something that really sets us at the top of the hierarchy from an Irish whiskey standpoint in the world of whiskey. It's nice for you to obviously get a bit of an understanding of why we're doing it, what we're here for, and where we're going, what our future goals are. The reason why I call the craft Irish whiskey, it seems like a bit of a mouthful, is because I seen that everybody else was making whiskey. I went and studied them all. I went to every distillery tour you can imagine. I paid for courses behind the scenes from, the course that they do, the Irish Whiskey Academy down at Middleton. I paid for that and studied, for a week down there, and went to different courses in America and courses through Scotland and Japan and everywhere. I went literally all over the world. And I noticed that pretty much all of them were putting whiskey in a barrel, filling it to the top, stacking them high as they can in the warehouse, and then waiting for a certain period of time, like 12 years old, and then releasing their 12-year-old release. And a lot of that just didn't make sense to me. And what I also noticed, what a lot of them did when I asked the question, was they would fill it at a very high alcohol content, an ABV of say, 63.5%. A lot of them did. Bushmills does that number. Some do 68%. And then when it was ready to come out at 12 years old, it would be like 55, 56%, but they'd never fill it at 56%. They'd water it down to 40%. It didn't make any sense to me. As a chef, you would never make the best sauce you've ever made in the world and then throw a bunch of water in it and serve it to your customers. None of that made sense. Why water down what it is? And the reason why is because it was just more economical to do it, and they were taught that way by the people that were before them. So I just wanted to do something different. I just decided to start looking at what other techniques I can use to make fine whiskey. What are people not doing that I can do to make it taste better? What's really making whiskey smooth is over time that whiskey's evaporating from the barrel. So if it's 10 years old, this much is evaporated. If it's 20 years old, this much is evaporated. So there's more headspace, more air, more oxygen on a 20-year-old, which is why sometimes a 20-year-old would be considered smoother than a 10-year-old. So I just thought to myself, well, why are we filling the barrel all the way to the top? Why all these distilleries I've visited all around the world, every one of them are filling that barrel to the top. Why would they not three-quarter fill it and let oxidation happen straight away? So I just asked questions that no one was asking, and then I just decided to do that. And by doing that, I started crafting whiskeys that no one else was getting the flavor profiles of, and that's why we started winning all these awards. So for me, that's who we are as the Craft Irish Whiskey Company. We're making exceptional whiskeys. We're obsessively passionate about perfection in whiskey. Of course, you can never achieve perfection, you try, but we're obsessively passionate about getting there. And I just want to put Irish whiskey back on the map at top of the hierarchy where it once was for centuries. As a proud, passionate Irishman, I'm born in the Liberties of Dublin. The area that really set the world on fire and distributed whiskey all over the world was the Liberties of Dublin. It's where I'm from, it's my heritage, it's my birthright in a sense. So that's just what I'm the most passionate about doing, and that's where Craft Irish Whiskey Company is.